Welcome to this 2025 video for small businesses and retailers, and it's how to use AI widgets to book 46 or more new clients per month for your business without hiring an agency. Before we get started, a little bit about the company. It was created in 2019 by founding members George Bondar, Christian Paul Herte, Kerrsid Sebastian, and Henri Albury. Since then, we've worked with many companies. I won't bore you with our case studies. If you want to see those, you can scroll down on this page. In this video, I want to stick straight to the value and show you how you can grow your business right now in 2025. So, what's the problem? The problem is that this industry is tough. We've got inflation and rising costs, revenue pressure and changing customer behavior, labor shortages and employee retention, failing consumer confidence and weak demand, not to mention debt and financial strain. And it's just super hard to keep up. Like, what do you focus on? So the traditional solution is to hire an agency to get things off your plate. You hand things off to an agency and this happens, right? At worst, it's a total train wreck. Or you get meh results. The campaigns look generic. They don't match your brand. It takes forever for the agency to make campaign changes. You often waste thousands of dollars, you fire the agency after 3 months, and the cycle continues. So, why does this happen? This happens because when you hire a marketing agency, you're assigned an account manager. And that account manager is working with 20 to 40 different accounts. Let's say 30 on average. So that means you only get 1/30 or 3% of your account manager's brain. Just think about that for a second. Imagine trying to run any other area of your store on 3% brain power. It just wouldn't work. It would be a disaster. Yet so many businesses are doing this with their marketing. And no wonder so many small businesses have had bad experiences with marketing agencies. So, what are your options? Traditionally, you have option A, which is to do everything yourself. You've probably already done this, and you know it's slow, it's difficult, there's no guarantee of results. And then on the other hand, you have working with an agency, and we've already went over how that's not the best option. So my company, Kerrsid, has a done-with-you solution. It's right in the middle. It's not doing it yourself. It's not working with an agency. We're going to equip and empower you to bring marketing in-house to provide better results that are easier than you think, faster. Okay, so let's go back to the title. What the heck are AI widgets? Well, to understand, we need to look at the 2025 small business landscape. There's runaway competition, so big box chains are expanding and opening up everywhere. You have discount stores on every corner. There's an incoming trust recession, so as more competitors enter the marketplace and make promises, there's less belief that your promises, your marketing is legit. Expensive ads. So ads on Meta and Google are getting more expensive every day. And there's mass AI adoption. So everyone's starting to use AI. And if you don't use it properly, you're not going to be able to keep up with the market. Now, what does all this mean? Well, the average small business is disappearing. And with more big box chains, that leads to economies of scale, which makes it harder to compete. So moving forward, you have 3 options. You can compete, you can get acquired, or you can go out of business, which is obviously the outcome we want to avoid. So, how to not go out of business? Become a high-touch, high-margin business that is obsessed with results. This is the direction you want to go if you want to compete or get acquired within the next 10 years. Because we're going into this K-shaped economy where you have the premium, high-touch, high-margin businesses. Those businesses are going to do really well. Then the businesses that are also going to do well are the low-cost, high-volume, big box chains. And then in the middle here, you have this disappearing middle class of businesses that aren't like super expensive. They're not low cost. They're kind of in the middle in this no man's land. You don't want to get stuck here. You want to either be this premium business or a low-cost, high-volume, big box chain. So you're probably saying, that's me. I'm a premium business owner. But here's some real talk. 95% of small businesses I speak to claim they are this type of business, but their marketing says otherwise. And here's why. It's all focused on content marketing or SEO marketing. like links building, web design, strategy, traffic monitoring, or keyword research. Here's some more real talk. The only ones laughing all the way to the bank are the suppliers. They'd rather sell 10 things at 20% quality than 5 things at 100% quality. Their incentives are not aligned. I can guarantee you they don't care if you win. This is why you must take marketing into your hands if you really want to dominate in your market. If you want to be an average business that gets average results, continue to do what you're doing. But if you really want to succeed and really get amazing results with a ton of profit and make an amazing life for yourself, then you need to be a renegade and take marketing into your own hands. Enter AI widgets. AI widgets is a method of using AI, funnels, and feedback loops to irreversibly cement your business as the fully automated AI-driven provider it was intended to be. Let's break it down. So the first step in the AI widgets process is to generate leads with unicorn offers. You then want to leverage AI to follow up with those leads. You then let case studies do the selling, and then you turn the results into more case studies and referrals through these 2 feedback loops that I'm going to explain here in a minute. So, the problem with marketing agencies, they restrict the offers you can run so they can simplify and scale and run hundreds of businesses. And they don't have the capacity to run all these different types of offers because it's too hard to manage all the ads. And this is why you'll have way more freedom when you're able to launch these campaigns in-house. When you do it in-house, you can launch any campaign you want, you can experiment, and it's much easier than you may think. This is a screenshot of the ads launcher that we've equipped our clients with. All you need to do is enter your daily budget amount, you set the location, and you launch the campaign. We provide you with all the templates, all the ad copy that you can use as is, or you can modify it for your business. This is why you don't need a marketing agency. You really don't need one in 2025. The tools are so good with AI and all the technology available, you can do this stuff in-house and it's much easier than you think. Step 2 is to leverage AI to follow up. So you've generated the leads. We need to follow up with the leads to make sure they book an appointment. By now, I'm sure you know that you need to be using AI in your business. The AI revolution is like a giant wave. You do not want to be crushed by it. You want to surf it like this guy. And in this video, I'll show you how. The best way for small businesses to leverage AI in 2025 is to follow up with leads. The problem is most AI follow-up systems kind of suck because they're super generic solutions not made for small businesses, or they're too new and the bugs haven't been worked out yet. So a lot of the people getting into this, they've been doing it for a few months and their systems aren't very good. I don't want to brag, but we're on version 5 of our aesthetic AI lead follow-up system. We've been working on it for over 2 years and it's pretty dope. Here's how it works. When you sign up with us, you complete your AI build survey. We use that information to custom build your AI concierge. And then you can further train it with your business data. So you enter your website and other information about your business into the knowledge base. It will know everything about your business and it will be able to knowledgeably follow up with leads. And then you plug that AI into different lead sources. So Meta ads, Google ads, your website. The AI concierge will follow up with everyone in it, will plug the gaps in your follow-up process and allow you to book many more appointments. Okay, step 3 is to let case studies do the selling. Now that we've generated leads, we followed up with them with AI, we want to leverage case studies to do the selling for us. So let's go through this logic sequence. The more competition there is, the more promises are being made. The more promises made, the less effective they become. The market becomes jaded. This is where we are right now in the small business sector. You're going to start to hear, that's too expensive and I need to think about it. People aren't saying this because they're broke. They're saying this because they don't understand why your offer is different than someone else. This happens to any market after it reaches a certain level of saturation. The solution is to stop telling people you can help them and start proving it. And Google reviews are not enough because let's face it, everyone else has those already. What you need are full-blown comprehensive case studies. And here's what an effective case study looks like. An effective case study contains a compelling headline right up at the top to summarize the transformation of the business. A before and after statement to show the transformation, a write-up explaining it, a Google review to back up the transformation, and then an interview to back up the transformation even more. When you have all these elements in place, you have indisputable proof that you can deliver the results that you're promising. So I made this meme. You've probably seen this meme template before, but basically you have the low IQ people who are just saying, get great results, then show people. Then you have the midwits who think they need a 27-step omni-channel funnel with viral brand archetype and storytelling. Then you have the people on the right, the true geniuses, who came to the same conclusion as the low IQ people, which is to simply get great results and show people. It doesn't have to be that complicated. It's not always easy. You just need to figure out what actually works and what makes a difference. And it's simply to get great results and show people. This is why you don't need a marketing agency. They're going to try to tell you that you need all this fancy stuff and try to charge you for it when you really don't need that stuff. You just need to focus on the few things that work. So, how to distribute your case studies. You want to have them on a case study webpage on your Instagram. You're going to show those to people before they book, after they book. When they come into the business, you want to show them a book containing all your case studies. And then in the consultation presentation, you want to have a presentation of all the case studies. So you want to constantly drive people to your case studies because it's going to show people that you've already achieved results. And it's going to create the belief that they can get those results too. And it's going to take focus away from all those commoditized goods and services they can get anywhere at a cheaper price. Okay, step 4 is to turn the results into case studies and referrals. So after we've sold people using the case studies, we're going to leverage the results to get even more people into your pipeline. So Einstein said the strongest force in the universe is compound interest. I'm just going to slightly correct him and say it's actually positive feedback, which is actually the force behind compound interest. So positive feedback is a process where the output of a system reinforces the input, leading to accelerated growth or escalation. So the best example is when you have feedback on a microphone. The sound from the speaker, from the microphone, it gets amplified, and then it creates this positive feedback loop where it gets super, super loud, and it's just this, annoying screeching sound. So whenever you have positive feedback, it creates an exponential curve. You have the volume, the time, it goes exponentially louder, and that's what creates that unbearably loud sound for your ears. Compound interest is the same way. Since you have the interest going back into the initial investment, you get this exponential increase in your investment over time. If you're saying, I'm not a tech person, first you need to define tech. If it's all things tech, living in the 2020s is not good timing. You need to change your beliefs. The great thing is, we've already done 95% of the tech required to make this program work for you. The most difficult thing is fixing Facebook page shutdowns and or suspension. You have to deal with this anyways, and we help you with it. Like a lot of things that scare people, it's not as bad as you think.